Thank you. We've been receiving a lot of questions from listeners. And today, my wife Ruth and I are going to answer some of them. Ruth, what's the first question?
Here's a letter from Atlanta, Georgia. After 24 years of marriage, I've lost my husband to a lady 20 years younger than myself. That was 4 years ago. You can't imagine how lonely these past 4 years have been. Is it possible for me to rebuild my life and forget the 24 years of marriage? My trouble is that I'm 53 years old, rather shy, and it's hard for me to meet people.
Lost your husband to a lady, eh? You sure do have a big sense of charity to call a woman who stole her husband a lady. You're definitely on the right track, however, in looking ahead. Your future, believe me, and you get that for sure, can be far more substantial, more rewarding, and happier for you than all of your past put together. Start off by looking around for other lonely people. There are lots of them everywhere. And they need you as desperately as you need them. As you help other people celebrate their joys and comfort them in their grief, they'll respond by doing the same for you.
Right after this word, Norman, I have a letter from a youngster looking for a purpose in life. Dr. Peale, my father tells me I've got to be good in my studies so that I can be a financial success in life. I don't believe money is the only thing I should live for. I would like to leave school and try living away from the family to find my own goals in life.
Your question reminds me once again what a tough thing it is to be a parent. Sometimes, out of our natural anxiety for our children's welfare, we do a little oversteering. Why, of course you've got to find your own goals in life. Everybody does. But if you have any knack at all for schoolwork, I sure would stick with it. No matter what you wind up doing, chances are, and I mean by chances about 99 to 1, your education will help you make the most of the skills you will require. Now that financial success business. Your father has, I believe, mistakenly put the cart before the horse. If you meet the challenges you feel you ought to tackle, the finances will take care of themselves. You can depend on it. But you can discover those challenges just as well at home as anywhere else in the world. Well, we've run out of time again. Sure does go fast. If you have a question you'd like to ask us, please write to me, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, care of this station. And Mrs. Peale and I will try to answer as many of your questions as we can on the air.